Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are diving into something that has literally rewired the way we live, work, and connect. We're talking about information and communication technology, or ICT. People use this technology every single day, starting right in their living rooms and extending all the way into the workplace. These tools give us anytime, anywhere access to information and resources. It's basically a massive digital ripple effect that touches absolutely every part of our lives.
Quickly, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the basics of ICT, essential skills, how we use it at home, how we use it at the workplace, and finally, its impact across various sectors.
All right, Section 1, the basics of ICT. Let's get right into it.
I want you to pause for just a second. Think about this. How is information actually recorded and stored today? I mean, before we can even share ideas, numbers, or words, they have to be captured somewhere, right? Either physically or electronically.
So, at the core of all this, we've got two main concepts. First up is informatics. It's essentially the whole science behind designing, realizing, evaluating, using, and maintaining information processing systems. The whole shebang, from the actual hardware to how we interact with it. The second concept is digital. And this one is pretty straightforward. The exact second information gets recorded onto an electronic device, boom, it officially becomes digital.
And to tap into all that digital data, we rely on the usual suspects, right? Tablets, smartphones, laptops, and computers. These are the physical vessels that let us carry the entire world's information right in our pockets or sitting on our desks.
Moving on to Section 2, Essential ICT Skills.
Because, let's be honest, having top-tier hardware is completely useless if you don't know how to wield it. Step 1, obviously, is just knowing how to operate a computer, getting the handle on the basic mechanics of the machine. But actually, that's only half the battle. Step 2 is knowing how to browse the internet to actually collect, store, and disseminate the information you need. You've got to know how to navigate.
Which brings us to Section 3, ICT at home.
Right in our own living rooms, ICT tools are working behind the scenes to seamlessly connect us. We used to rely strictly on TVs for entertainment and landlines for calls, but now, smart devices with internet connections just merge all of that together. It makes our personal digital life a huge part of how we relax and socialize on a daily basis.
Just think about your typical evening. You're probably watching some TV or videos for entertainment, maybe scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. You're communicating, calling people, sending info back and forth, or maybe you're just kicking back, playing games, and listening to music. Literally every single one of those leisure activities relies on ICT.
Next up, Section 4, ICT at the workplace.
Now, there is a pretty stark contrast when we shift environments. At home, it's all about casual entertainment, gaming, and social networking. But shift to the workplace, and ICT becomes the heavy lifter. We're talking serious tasks. Everything from carrying out complex money transactions via online banking, all the way to developing textbooks or conducting formal research in educational institutions.
At work, the spectrum of ICT applications is just massive. On one hand, you've got your everyday logistical stuff. Online banking, making payments, booking train or bus tickets, buying supplies. But on the other hand, it's driving all our media and document creation. Text, graphics, animation, audio and video editing, curating images, running complex calculations and tables. Nowadays, employees are fully expected to navigate this entire digital toolkit seamlessly and work totally independently.
And that leads us perfectly into Section 5, ICT in various sectors.
Because this digital transformation doesn't stop at the office door, it scales up to power entire global industries. Take agriculture. ICT drives the research, development, and training. In banking and finance, it's absolutely the backbone of all digital transactions and training. Healthcare relies on it heavily for sector-specific training programs, and it's just as foundational for retail, beauty and wellness, apparel, and logistics. Across the board, no matter the industry, they all depend on these tools.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one big question. What would your daily routine, literally from the second you wake up in your home to executing tasks at your workplace, actually look like without these digital tools? It's almost unimaginable now, isn't it? ICT really is the invisible architecture of our modern world. I hope this gave you a solid, structured look at the tech powering your life and maybe left you curious to dig a little deeper. Thanks so much for joining me.